For my city, I will advocate green space. Vote Mr. Arias for mayor of your town. Good day, everyone. This is Jason914, and I am back with another episode of Cities Skylines. So, one thing I will say though, I will apologize because I was already starting to record a fair good 5 minutes. I was already building this new central residential district, and then I realized that my mic, this microphone over here that I have, it was off. Good thing I didn't go far yet, and I'll just run you through what I was gonna do so far. So my residential demand is rising, and that's why I decided to expand in the central location. I did this very weird grid-like pattern. I think it's better if you could see the traffic. So something like this, it looks like a spider. But the idea is I'm going to put something in the middle, maybe a park or a school, that will serve the area. So when I expand my city, when I start to get skyscrapers, this could be like the central area. Unfortunately, yeah, I wasn't able to show you the construction because my mic, or rather me, I was dumb. Basically, I was dumb. I was just basically doing my best version of one of the Filipino politicians who were very famous in these trying times. Anyway, I'm going to continue my build and I hit play. So what I was doing is I expanded this way. I'm going to wait for my money to rise, and then once that does, I'm going to go ahead and put the residential zone, because as you could see, my residential demand is pretty high indeed. Okay, so there we go. Let's keep the money going up. They're settling it. You know what? I was thinking this might be unpopular, but because the residential demand is pretty high, why don't I tax them? Because I'm really suffering from budget right now, and because demand is high, I think I could raise my taxes to 10%. Okay, so that should be able to allow me to get money a bit faster and thus invest on there. Because after all, sa mga tao na nagsasabi na masama yung extra taxation, kung nakikita mo naman yung gobyerno ninyo na ginagamit yung tax para sa ikabubuti ng mga tao, wala namang problema doon. Ayun. Hihintayin ko muna mag-settle yung mga tao dyan. I'm gonna start putting commercial area here. I could put another parallel similar layout to the other side as well. And that will basically be my commercial district. Could I raise my taxes a bit more just to make things faster? Residential demand. Let's make it 11. I think 12 is a bit overboard. 11 is fine. I'm finally gonna put the other side of the road that I was planning. So it's a 5 roundabout system that will be like the center or the heart of my town. Okay, so I'm gonna connect these two up. It's not perfectly central. I know some of you are OCD, but yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna build from there. I'm going to just shade this area here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do residential here just because I don't want too much of a traffic area there. And then over here in this last bit, I'm just gonna do commercial. You know what, I can put a park down here actually. I know that'll make this like a central location, or when I have the money I could put a school. I'll just reserve this slot for something, and with that in mind, I'm going to then put my walkways. I'm going to go ahead and make this one connection here. Okay, you know, just for OCD purposes, I might actually put another roundabout here. I'm crazy with roundabouts. One thing I could do eventually, as I can see, I could expand this going up there. So because this is not a high demand road, I'm just gonna make it out of simple 1-lane road. And I plan to preserve this forest here just because I want a bit of a buffer between me and the industries. I could make this like a zoo or a preserve. Okay, I like preserving the forest areas in my place just so we have green spaces. That's an important thing kasi if you go to Metro Manila, sobrang konti ng mga green space natin eh. The only green spaces you have are basically the ones that you have in UP, in Ateneo, yung mga big schools, and then meron kayong mga konting, you know, parks, pero pailan-ilan lang eh. So yeah, I think I will put some more commercial here. I'm gonna make this row commercial basically. How's my forestry? I'm turning a good profit of 176, which is nice. Now that we have a good amount of money, I think I should use this opportunity to invest on my electrical capacity, okay? Just to make sure I'm not going to be in that situation again where I'm out of money and I have no resources to invest on that energy. Apartment rents are demand because, yeah, okay, good. That's what I mean. When the demand is high, you have to also raise your tax to go with it, because as you could see, there's a lot of people who want to move in. So if you want them to see an investment, you have to get a bigger source of income to make that investment. It's a good asymmetrical shape to my town, I have to say. It's very rare that I make something like this. And relatively, I'm proud of the fact that I've made very few intersections with the main road. How's my traffic going along? I think I can still cope. Yeah, 94%, very good. Most of the traffic's going here anyway, and that's not bad of a problem to have. In terms of resources, what do we have? This is actually agricultural land, but unfortunately I'm not going to develop that. What I will develop though is this, because this is a larger land and it's right next to the highway. It's outside the city district. Yeah, residential demand is insane. I have to plan my next move. Okay, so I could do something similar here in this other side, and I will just mirror what I did in this other side by making a residential zone in this southern portion. I hope this is what clinches my leap into the target of 4,000 population. I think I'm gonna connect this up there just so that I have my reference point, which is the coastal road. Okay, from there I'm gonna expand sideways for this. Yeah, I think it's best if I just do something like that. It's not the most eye-pleasing to look at from up top, but at the very least, nah. Okay, that drives my OCD, and I'm gonna fix that. So I'm gonna expand Ivy Park like so. Actually, I'm going to make Chester District have a bit of access down this road, just because it's an alternative to get to the industrial area. Okay, there's my pipe network, and then I have enough money. I think I'm gonna, just to make it a bit more attractive, I might just put a central park in this area here. People over there went, how come they got a central park pretty quick and we don't? I'm starting to learn my lesson a little bit about, trying to invest on park systems. And the thing about parks is that, well, it doesn't display here, but they could actually be a carrier for electricity. Okay, so with that, I'm going to start putting down my houses. I think I need this to have an attractive setup because this is the one next to the factories, it has to be said. So I have to make sure that people are enticed to live here. I'm gonna put keys along the side just to make it look nice. Fine, I think I'm gonna connect this. This is weird. I don't know what I did there before in my previous episode, but I'm just gonna connect this up here. There we go. That makes a nice coastal road. And then I'm gonna continue my key. A little bit of fishing going on there. Things are getting fishy. Okay, finally, my residential demand has quelled a little bit, I think. I don't think I'm gonna reach the milestone in this episode, unfortunately. But at least I was able to expand into 2 new areas. I'm probably gonna continue my expansion down this area here. I think that wraps up this episode. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. I will continue this episode in the future when I will expand my residential area and city. And hopefully I'm gonna reach the 4,400 population mark. Be sure you take care, stay safe, wash your hands, stay at home. Okay? Bye-bye.